Hello students and welcome to the second part of the DTSI topics. Myself Shankho Ghosh, Assistant Professor of Automobile Engineering Department at Dr. Sudhir Chandra Su Degree Engineering College under the JIS group. Today we will discuss on the advancement of DTSI technology. This is the second part of the DTSI technology, which is the module number 4 topic under the title of two-wheeler technology. This two-wheeler technology is under the subject of modern vehicle technology. The modern vehicle technology is the 7th semester automobile engineering students subject. The subject code is AUE 7004B. So students, today we'll discuss the advancement of DTSI. The objective of this class is to understand the advancement of DTSI technology. Then you can learn about DTS SI technology and DTS FI technology. After completing this class, the outcomes should be to understand the advancement DTSI technology, into knowing about the DTS SI technology and its needed and its benefit, and understand the DTS FI technology, its needed and its benefits. So students, let's start the advancement of DTSI technology. On the previous class, we'll cover the basics of the DTSI technology. Now start the advancement of the DTS. Engine can be further turned to deliver exhilarating performance or exceptional mileage. All of us, those are riding the bike, we are all want to the engine performance should be more better, more powerful, and more engine power comes out more mileage. So for this further tuned to deliver exhilarating performance or exceptional mileage from engine, the advancement of DTSI are introduced. The further advancement of DTSI technologies are two types. One is DTS SI or Digital Twin Spark Swirl Induction and Swirl Ignition, and DTS FI or Digital Twin Spark Fuel Injection. So students, let's start with this DTSSI. DTSSI stands for Digital Twin Spark Induction. It has two spark plug which is fitted at the opposite end of the combustion chamber at an angle of 90 degrees. Its offset positioning of ports generate high swell, high swell and turbulences, high swirl and turbulences in the combustion chamber. Generating the high swirl and turbulence in the combustion chamber, the results in highly efficient combustion. Results in highly efficient combustion that further result in the exceptional mileage. So students, just because of offset positioning of ports, ports generate high swirl and turbulence in the combustion chamber. Due to this, highly efficient combustion is occur. Therefore, the result is in exceptional mileage. Much research work has been devoted to swirl, which is rotational motion around an axis. Swirl means rotational motion around the axis, which is parallel to the axis of the cylinder. But in recent years, increasing attention has been paid to tumble. Into the tumble, which is the rotational motion around the axis perpendicular to the cylinder axis. So student, in the DTSI technology, the swirl direction is occurred, where swirl motion means the rotational motion around an axis which is parallel to the axis of the cylinder. Swirl means the rotational motion around the axis which is parallel to the axis of the cylinder. Now, in spite of this swirl motion, most of the researchers works on the tumble, which is another rotational motion around the axis which is perpendicular to the cylinder axis. So basic difference is swirl and tumble is that swirl is parallel to the cylinder axis and tumble is perpendicular to the cylinder axis. So why this DTSI technology is required? When there is a sufficient or heavy load on the engine, when there is a sufficient or heavy load on the engine, but the four-stroke cycle completes. The four-stroke cycle completes at a faster rate, resulting in the faster combustion, because of the twin spark produced by the twin plug or twin spark plug. But when there exists a lighter load on the engine, the four-stroke cycle will not complete. At a faster rate. Therefore, even the incorporation of twin spark plug, cannot aid the faster combustion. That is still a better rate of combustion. combustion can be achieved at lighter load. Combustion efficiency. The combustion efficiency in lean air fuel mixture condition. The combustion efficiency in lean air fuel mixture condition can be further improved by generating high turbulence in the combustion chamber. Then the combustion chamber chambers having low turbulence give rise to propagation of a flame front. Combustion chamber having low turbulence give rise to propagation of the flame front, which is akin to that of a gradually expanding balloon. This result in a slower rate of combustion. The slower rate of the combustion, and therefore slower rate of pressure rise. Just because of combustion chambers having low turbulence, it gives rise to propagation of a flame front, which is gradually akin to that of a gradually expanding balloon. Due to this slower rate of combustion and slower rate of pressure rise are seen. Therefore, and after the slower rate of combustion and the slower rate of pressure rise are shown, the result is lower efficiency. The end result is lower efficiency. When high turbulence is generated, the combustion takes place and the surface of the ballooning flame front fragments itself with projection like fingers, which increase its surface area, thereby improving the combustion further. When high turbulence is generated, combustion takes place and the surface of the ballooning flame front fragment itself with projection like a fingers, which increases its surface area, and in thereby is improving the combustion further. Next is swirl induction. As I told, much of the researchers are now use this DTSI technology, Thumble induction, in spite of swirl induction. Now we need to understand what is swirl induction. So in swirl induction technology, air fuel mixture creates swirl. Air fuel mixtures create swirl into the combustion chamber in the engine, which should aid better burning of fuel. When air fuel mixture create swelled into the combustion chamber, it should be better burning of the fuel. Normally under this condition, the quality and the concentration of the air fuel mixture vary from one area to another within the chamber. Normally under this condition, the quality and the concentration of the air fuel mixture vary from one area to the another within the combustion chamber. The combustion chamber having low turbulence, spreads the flame that is like a gradually expanding balloon. When combustion chambers turbulence spread the flame, this result in a slower rate of combustion. And also it raises the pressure slowly. So it result in lower efficiency. Therefore, by generating the high turbulence inside the combustion chamber, the efficiency of the combustion further improves. Under lean air fuel mixture condition. This technology is mainly used in the CI engine or compressed ignition engine, where it is known as induction swell. When the combustion takes place under high turbulence, the surface of the inflating flame fragments itself, and it forms projection like a finger, which increases the surface area, which helps to improve the combustion. The conventional engine using straight ports have limitation in creating high swell value due to their geometry. The conventional engines using straight ports have limitation in creating the high swell values. Due to their geometry. To create more turbulence, or swell, it needs a port configuration. That stimulate this process. It was tackled by design offset ports. Which created the required degree of the swell. As we design the combustion chambers port in offset, which helps to create the required degree of the swell. The offset positioning of port generated the offset positioning of the core generated relatively high swell and turbulence of the air-fuel mixture in the combustion chamber. Through the chamber, though many automotive manufacturers use this technology, like Bajaj Auto Limited has patented this for their twin spark ignition system under the name of DTSSI, or Digital Twin Spark Swell Induction, and is currently used by them for some low displacement engine, since it is giving better results in them only. Because of the dual sparking, there will a neat and clean combustion takes place. Due to that, the engine will acquire a good efficiency with complete combustion, which results in the smooth running of engine and increase in lifespan. Next one is tumble flow induction. Now the most of the researchers are working on this. Tumble flow means cartwheel motion. Tumble flow means the cartwheel motion. In this technology, the air fuel mixture enters the engine cylinder. The air fuel mixture entered the engine cylinder with a somersault or tumbling action. In this technology, means tumble flow induction technology, the air fuel mixture entered the cylinder with a somersault or tumbling action. The advantage of this tumble flow induction technology is that it delivers more efficient burning of fuel. Hence the engine gives more power and better fuel economy, gives more power and better fuel economy with lesser emission. This technology mainly focuses on the lower speed range of the motorcycle. A motorcycle may never attain the top speed mentioned on its dashboard due to the traffic condition and the engine limitation. However, most of the time it operates at the average speed, that is 50 to 60 km per hour. So it clearly indicates that on an average the bike typically run at slower engine speed, that is in between 20 to 30 km per hour. Thus, as the bike is average speed is 20 to 30 km per hour, thus the lower engine RPM result in incomplete combustion process. Thereby it increases the emission from the engine. At low speed, induction process becomes very slow. At low speed, the induction process becomes very slow. Hence, the engine does not get enough air. To burn the fuel completely. This Deficiency, deficiency increases the need for the improvement of induction. To overcome this issue, automotive engineers developed the tumble flow technology. Tumble flow also indicates that the airflow circulating in the direction of the cylinder axis. Thus, it is beneficial in homogenizing the air-fuel mixture. However, it has little effect on accelerating the combustion process by generating the turbulence. So, the tumble flow efficiency effectively improves the engine combustion at light load when it completes near the end of the compression stroke. This technology is yet to be used with twin spark ignition and is currently used by Hero MotoCorp for their 150cc single spark ignition engine under the name of Advancement Tumble Flow Induction or ATFT. So these are the tumble flow induction. Now come to the how DTSI and DTSI system is better. The disadvantage of the single spark ignition is that the flame front takes some time. To reach the farthest portion of the combustion chamber, which leads to slower burning of the air-fuel mixture. But engines which utilize dual spark ignition will be faster and the better combustion. This superior combustion offers both superior power and superior fuel efficiency besides of course reducing the emissions. So this is the DTSI, and DTSI system is better than the conventional system engine. Now comes to the benefits of the DTSI. It is less vibration and less noise produced. Long life of engine parts such as the piston ring and the valve are shown in this DTSI technology. It decreases in the specific fuel consumption. There is no overheating. It increases the thermal efficiency of the engine. And even bear the high loads on it. Better starting of engine even in winter season and the cold climate condition or at very low temperature because of increase the compression ratio. So these are the benefits of the DTSI technology. Now students, now comes to the DTSFI. DTSFI is another advancement of parent DTSI technology. This technology is the combination of DTSI and the fuel injection. This technology is meant for increasing the fuel efficiency in power bike. So student, DTSFI means digital twin spark fuel injection. So let's start this. Why it is required, this DTSFI? Generally in conventional 4-stroke engine which use petrol as a fuel makes use of carburetor which mixes the fuel and the fresh air in required ratio and then supply this air fuel mixture into the combustion chamber. The process is similar for all loads, but the fuel consumption will be more then there is a heavy load on the engine, but fuel consumption is less when there is a light load on the engine. So students, when petrol is used as a fuel in the four-stroke engine, the carburetor helps to mix the air and fuel mixture in a required ratio. Then the mixture of air and fuel supply the combustion chamber. So for all the loads, the ratio or the air and fuel ratio is the similar. When in case of heavy load on the engine, more fuel consumption is required, and in light load on the engine, the less fuel consumption is required. But it is impossible for a conventional carburetor, to take care of the fuel supply, for this varying load. Therefore, there is a need for some intelligent device. There is a need for some intelligent device that control the fuel supply according to the varying load. The intelligent device, which is none other than the electronic control unit, or ECU. The electronic control system is a microprocessor based system which regards as the brain of the fuel injection system. It processes information sent by the various sensors and instantly determine the optimum fueling and the spark timing for various engine operating conditions. The ECU contains detailed information. The detailed information of the engine's characteristics, from which it picks the necessary data for commanding both fueling and spark timing. So that is the reason of the DTSF. Now comes the fuel injection. In the fuel injection system, the conventional carburetor has been replaced. The conventional carburetor has been replaced by the injector, which injects the fuel into the engine in a spray form based on the instruction of the electronic control unit, or ECU, which is the part of the engine maintenance system, or EMS. So nowadays the conventional carburetor is replaced by the injector, which injects the fuel into the engine in a spray form, which is instructed. The fuel is injects into the cylinder in a spray form, which is based on the instruction of the ECU, or electronic control unit, which is part of the EMS, or the engine management systems. The electronic control unit, or the ECU, is a microprocessor which is brain of the fuel injection system. It processes the information which is sent by the various sensors and instantly determine the optimum fueling and the spark timing for various engine operating conditions. The ECU contains the detailed information of the engine's characteristics form, which picks the necessary data for commanding both fueling and the spark timing. The main advantage of fuel injection are increase the power output or increase the power output for same displacement, better low end torque, lower fuel deliver, and optimization of spark timing, improved the cold start, quick warm up, and excellent response to sudden acceleration, lower the emission levels, self detection, and communication of fuel system malfunctioning, if any. Currently, this technology is patented and used by twin spark plug ignition by the Bajaj Auto Limited under the name of the Digital Twin Spark Fuel Injection or DTSFI technology. Now students, come to the benefits of this DTSFI. It shows the better low end torque, lower fuel delivery, optimization of spark timing, improve the cold start, quickly warm up, and excellent response to the sudden acceleration. It lowered the emission level and self detection and communication of fuel system malfunction, if any. So these are the benefits of the DTSFI. So students, from this lecture session you can understand about the advancement of the DTSI technology. Where DTSI technology are two types, that is DTSSI or DTSFI. So we can easily find out what is DTSSI and what is DTSFI. Then now you can easily understand what is soil induction and what is tumble induction, or why DTSSI is needed, and then what is DTSFI and why it is needed and why it is called the fuel induction, and the benefits of DTSSI and the DTSFI, which is learned from this lesson, from this class. So students, in the next class we discuss another topic. So till then, stay at home and stay safe. Thank you so much students.